Hey, hey guys, everybody out there on the internets. It's me, Bangels, and I'm here on a Thursday like I typically am. Took the last Thursday off because it was the holiday. Hope everybody out there had a good one. But I'm back with a vengeance. And I'm on 3 platforms now. I believe I'm all over the world on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. That's super sick. Looks like I already got some homies in the chat. Got Boofy Venus, my dude. What's up, Boofy? Got brother Daggett. I don't think I've met you before. Listening on YouTube. Thanks for being here, man. So yeah, like I said, my name is Bangels. Thursdays I stream for Slam Academy's Daily Shred. Oh shit, we got Alyssa and Looney Lens. That's tight. Thanks for being here, y'all. Oh, real quick, I heard a rumor that it's Alyssa's birthday today, and I'm gonna shout her out right now. And if everybody says happy birthday, she might hear that. So thank you all for participating. I know you did, and wished Alyssa a very happy birthday. It's also my dad's birthday and my sister's birthday, so you can feel free to wish them a happy birthday too. I already did today. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. My name is Bangels, and this is Slam Academy's Daily Shred. We do this every Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock Central Time, where we got some dope producers, beat makers coming on, just showing their stuff, their Ableton stuff to be specific. Yeah, thank you for wishing happy birthday. Spread the love. Yeah, so this is Slam Academy. We do this Monday through Friday. We got beat makers. We got JP comes in on Fridays, and he's just an all-around wizard, so be sure to check him out. We got cheat codes on Tuesdays with Michaelton. Wacky production variety hour with Dumpling on Mondays, and he's a super sick producer as well. We got the watermelon farmer on Wednesdays. He does found sound things. He does different sampling techniques, kind of similar to what I do. But he's got his own thing, and he makes songs and cohesive works and stuff, and that's always fun. So anyway, that's my spiel. We got this, like I said, Monday through Friday. Thank you all for being here, and this is exciting. I've got a lot of people that can potentially watch me right now, so that's sweet. Anyway, on to the main event, as it were. So I've got Ableton Live over here, as you might have expected. And what I'm gonna do today, I was perusing the YouTubes a few days ago looking for different sound design techniques, as I often do, and I came across one that was super interesting by this guy called YouTube Soup. You might have heard of him. He does this all on FL Studio, so I felt like it was okay for me to kind of take his techniques and show how I figured it out on Ableton. But it's a way to get like neat percussive sounds, some weird pitchy clicky stuff. Yeah, anyway, so I'll just show you how I go about doing that, and it's really interesting, and I had a lot of fun with this last weekend. Got probably an hour's worth of recordings of just this wild stuff, and it's really fun to make it. Anyway, so first things first, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make an audio track, and then since I'm looking for percussive-y stuff with like, I don't know, like drums, clicks, taps, whatever, I'm just gonna literally go into my user library, search perks, because I know I've got a ton of them from all the packs that I've gathered over the years. And so like, yeah, we've got a bunch of different stuff here. Let's just start at the top. Let's see here. So I'm just gonna grab a handful of sounds here, and I'm gonna throw them on this audio track. See, they're all loaded up. Looks like we got some cymbals, little jug, some claps, clicks, more cymbals. Wow. Cool. That's nice. I got some cool sounding stuff in there. Maybe we can grab some more just to be a little crazy and adventurous. CLF perk, looks like these are all from probably a splice pack. Yeah, I'll just grab like the first half of these maybe. Just to get a lot of different variety, you know what I'm saying? So here we go, we got all of these guys. looks like he's got reverb on him. Okay. I'm just gonna shorten him up. Just gonna shorten him up here. And then we'll get down into it. So YouTube Soup in his video, he does this through a thing called SliceX in FL Studio, which takes your long samples and slices them up by transients or beats, I'm guessing. So I was thinking of a way I could do that in Ableton, and we've got the Simpler, which is super, super sick, and this has caused me to dive a little deeper in there than I have in the past. But anyway, so I've got all my percussive sounds. I'm going to highlight them all and hit Control J, Command J if you're on a Mac. And then I got this one long audio clip. Now I'm going to drag this over to my session view. Hit Control Shift T to make a MIDI clip. And then to just load my Simpler up automatically, I can grab my audio track or audio clip, hover over MIDI here, and hit Shift Tab. Drop an instrument or sample. So I'm going to drop that there. And now I have this, which if I play it, it's just going to start at the beginning until you hit slice mode, which is down here. Now it's sliced up that whole thing and it's split it across my QWERTY keyboard or MIDI keyboard or whatever kind of keyboard you're using for tracking. And then you can adjust the sensitivity here of the transients. So like you can see it caught something here that it thinks is a beat, which I don't really want. So you can turn down sensitivity until that goes away, or you can just double click this warp marker and it'll go away. So anyway, just gonna kind of flip through, see if there's any weird stuff like that. I want this to be on the same note. Good. This obviously starts right there. So yeah, you can just grab these warp markers and adjust the starts of your notes here. Looks like that is that's part of that. So I'm going to double click to delete that. This is just cleaning up my thing. Makes life easier later. And it's less likely to sound absolutely terrible. Or that's an exaggeration. It's less likely to give you like weird clicks and stuff that you don't necessarily want. That's all one. Yeah, this is all one. But you know what? Maybe I want that as its own. That could be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that as one. That's all one. Oh, working my way up here. All one, but this is gonna be its own thing. I don't know if you noticed, but I double clicked here to add another warp marker that I want. So you can double click to remove, double click to add. Let's see. Yeah, that's supposed to be its own thing. So yeah, here we go. What's this? Cool. Oh, wow. All right. That was boring. Anyway, now I'm going to make a MIDI clip here, and I'm going to see where all these different samples start on my keyboard. Looks like we got C1, and I'm going to go and make every note of these samples that I just made here. So we can stick with, we'll go with eighth notes. How about? So down here, you hit Control 1 and 2 to adjust your grid resolution. So we're at 16ths, 30 seconds. I'm gonna go down to eighths. Just getting a little pencil tool out here. And I'm just gonna go chromatically up. Let's see what this sounds like here. Oop, we don't want that here. Cool. Gonna keep on going. I'm gonna grab my loop brace up here, hit Control D to duplicate that, grab all these notes, move them on up, hit Control D again, move them on up. I'm just gonna keep doing that, and then I'll adjust my loop brace to fit here. Let's see here. See where my samples actually end. Like the C note is actually my last note that is a sample. So I'm just gonna delete all the rest of these. And it looks like we have a awkwardly long 6-bar loop, which is fine. It's fine. So now we got something that sounds like this. Yeah, just throw a little beat on there and you got a song. Anyway, all right, we got these loops here. Now, how about we do something like this? I'm gonna duplicate this MIDI clip here. I'm gonna make the same thing, but I'm gonna select all these and I'm going to make it shorter. It's like an awkwardly long, or a 3-bar loop. So we got this now. Let's see here if I can do some follow action or something. Dude. Let's see. Legato mode. You know what? I'll just throw this on the timeline and we're gonna loop it. Boo boo boo. I'll just put it right here. Right here. So now we got this guy. I'm gonna put my loop brace on. But before I start resampling, because you probably guess that's where I'm going with this. I don't know if you've been on this show before. By the way, this is the Daily Shred brought to you by Slam Academy. If you've been here before, you know I do a lot of resampling. I just kind of mess around with parameters, effects, samples, what have you, and I resample it all the audio. Then I do my own different mangling, stretching, warping, stuff like that to get even more interesting sounds. IMO, more interesting sounds. But yeah, that's basically what I do. So right here, you've got all these parameters for your simpler. I'm not going to use the LFO or the filter right now, but I'm more focused on this pitch envelope because we've got these pretty, I don't know, standard sounding sounds. But if you start digging around with this thing, yeah. So let's just see what we get by resampling this stuff. And I'm just going to be messing around with these parameters here. You can map all these to a MIDI controller, as I have done. And it's really fun to just kind of like twiddle your knobs around and then just adjust your pitch envelopes and whatever you want. I'm actually going to transpose this up by 7 just for starters. See if that... Ooh, actually, I'm going to I don't know. I just had an idea. I just want to double this up instead. So we got all these guys. I'm going to make those go faster. Cool. Then I'll start over. I don't know. So, anyway, let's see what we get here. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to just start pressing stuff. Yep. I'm going to return all these defaults, and record this from resampling. Make sure we're getting some good volume here. Whee! Nice. Very nice. Okay, well, let's get to it. Hey, what's up, Brent Johnson? Listening on Facebook? That's tight. Let's see here. Oh, my sustain's all the way up. What am I doing? Cool. So now we got these random little weird sounds and stuff. What up, Gus? My boy Gus is here. Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, for those of you guys just joining, Daily Shred, brought to you by Slam Academy. I'm Benjels. I do weird soundy things that I find enjoyment in. Right now, just a recap, I guess, quick. We took a bunch of random percussion samples just out of like a splice pack and wherever I got these ones from. We chopped them all up into a simpler, and on simpler you can make them all MIDI, so then they're all like on your clock or timeline, but I just did it so I had every sample got its own thing. And then we're resampling them while we adjust like pitch envelopes, basically. That's pretty much it. Now you're all caught up. So now we have these guys, which we just did, and I'll just kind of blink around in here, look for like a cool one, I guess. One that's especially pitchy. You know what, sure, let's just grab these guys. Why not? I'm just gonna hit Control E to slice that. And since these have some weird pitchy stuffs to them or whatever, I'm gonna bring this over back to the session view. Make a new MIDI track, Control Shift T. Thank you, Gus. Love you, dude. Happy to have you here, man. Then drag this audio clip over here. We're just gonna rinse and repeat, man. Rinse and repeat. I got this huge audio track, but I'm gonna crop the sample to just use the, 4 bars that we grabbed. Put it back into slice mode. Let's see. This might be a little more finicky because we have all these weird pops. Let's see here. Arm it to record, you dummy, so we can hear it. Yeah, like we don't want that. Cool. I really don't feel like going through all of these and being all finicky about it. Which I could. Totally could. but I think I'm just going to trust Ableton's algorithms here and say that it got it pretty much spot on. Nice. Now I'm going to do basically the same thing. And I'm going to add a couple more, just one more trick while we do this here. So I like the 16th note rhythm better, actually. It's just more entertaining. When it's fast, you know? Fast things are more entertaining most of the time. So I'm going to do this. Oopsie. We got some, like, I'm really liking these like tiny like clicky whip things. Those are some nice texture, I think, if you ask me. And like doing some nice rolls with those. Actually, why not? Since we're making just like a beat. Whoa, dude. I'm not on 16th notes, am I? I was in like 64th notes. Let's do that again. That's way too fast. That's what happens when you zoom in and you're not paying attention, man. You end up doing the 64th. Okay. Now we're gonna duplicate this guy. But before we do that, before we do all these, I'm gonna do that idea that I just had, where instead of just doing like a straight 16th, everybody's going up, why not throw like a roll or something in there? Like two of the same note, you know? Like throw some 30 seconds in there. Doot, doot. Yeah, this could be cool. Beep, beep. Yeah, that's nice. I like that, actually. So now that I have this weird, well, I guess maybe not weird rhythm, but it's like rhythmic. Instead of just doing the straight 16th up, I might just duplicate this, duplicate that, and then make it up to the other samples. So we're triggering all these different samples with the same rhythm, so they're all on the same beats, but you get different sounds and different textures with every single hit because you took all those random samples out of your user library or splice, wherever the hell, did some weird pitch mod thing, recorded that, and then sampled that again. The whole rinse and repeat thing. Yeah. One more time, huh? One more. Come on. Come on. You got it. Bada bing, bada boom. And one more. Do we have enough samples for that? Even if we don't, I can just scramble them, you know? Yeah. We ran out of samples, like, right there. Oh, right there. We'll just put these down. And how about, we got that one there, sure. You can hit Control up and down to move throughout your MIDI notes on your MIDI grid here. Make that one go up an octave. That one go up a couple steps. That one go down an octave. And I will say, when doing this stuff with all your random samples that are split up across the piano grid or the piano roll, it's nice to have this cue button on so you don't accidentally like place a sample up here where there is no sound. Because whenever you place a sample, if it has a sound, it's going to play it. But if it doesn't, it's not going to play anything. So that's just like a little thing I picked up while I was doing this. Anyway, back to whatever the hell I'm doing. I'm just scrambling them up here. We'll just ditch that one entirely. So let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, a nice 5-bar loop, or 4. It goes to 5, but it's 4. Yeah. Now let's just turn it up. Oh yeah, I'm on 30-second notes again. Dang it. Dang it. Who did this? What is that one? Oh, I see where this got screwy. That's where we screwed it up. I say we, but I blame myself entirely. You guys had nothing to do with this. These guys though, get them back on the grid. Cool. So now we got this weird kind of, well, again, not very weird, but a rhythm. We got a rhythm going. So I'm just going to throw this, gotta get this dude another audio track here. And I'm going to take actually another little trick here by throwing this on the arrangement. I can do this other thing here. Give this dude some reverb. I want to give this guy some verbiage. So the last hit's gonna have some verb on it. Woo! Cool. All right, let's get to pitching now. Here comes the pitch. Swing, bada bada. Anyway, all right. See if we can get some cool stuff happening here. You know, I'm just gonna dick around with it before I record. another cool thing is hey, did I smack that one out the park? Is that what you're telling me? A home run? I've never got one of those before. I played baseball when I was, how old was I? 10. I played baseball when I was 10. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Anyway, so another cool thing about the Simpler here is if you're familiar with audio and their different warp modes that you got in here. So you have a warp mode on your audio tracks. You've got all these different modes. You got beats, tones, textures, repitch, complex, complex pro. Well, the same things are available to you in the Simpler, and they don't stretch out the entire clip. It's just like it keeps it, the hits still happen, but it does all the warping within your warp markers here. So for example, I'll just play this thing again, turn on this warp mode. And now since it's in repitch mode and I just doubled the length of the samples, it's getting all slower. If I double the speed, that's the cool thing is like you're in repitch mode, but it's not doubling the speed of the hits. It's not doubling your tempo of your rhythm or whatever. It's just literally just each individual sample you got in there. We're going to say textures mode. Nice. God, I love textures mode. That's my favorite mode, if you guys are wondering. Textures, for sure. Beast mode is sick too, though. Do this. So yeah, I'm gonna mess around with all these, and I'm just gonna record stuff, you know? Hey, the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Johnson is here to look at me screw around with warp modes and grains. So anyway, yeah, I'm back. I just Control-Z'd all the stuff that I did there, so I'm back to the same old thing. Still got my pitch envelope going on these samples here. Gonna turn the decay up a little bit. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Here we go. Let's do some resampling. In real time. Oopsie. Look at me. Dingus. Didn't set it to resample. I didn't even have it armed. I got too carried away with my granular warp modes. Alright, so we'll just start from wherever we left off here, whatever that is. I like it. Let's see if we're getting levels here. Oh, right, it's playing, so we're not going to see that. Yes, we are. We are getting levels. Pro tip here, if you want to resample stuff, you got to set your track to resample the stuff. Otherwise, it's not going to do it. Can't read your mind, man. Ableton's pretty smart, but it can't read your mind yet. Elon Musk will probably come up with some stuff like that. I wonder if he makes beats. Anyway, let's resample. Nice. How about some warp modes? Make it real long. Elon Musk made a track? Yeah, I gotta hear that. But first, textures mode. What was that? Was that a duck? That was a duck. All right, I could go on forever, like literally hours, because that's just 2 warp modes, a little bit of pitch mod stuff, and like when you map all that to a MIDI controller, dude, like I seriously, oh, dude, I kind of got lost in that, and now I have like way too big of files to dig through for sounds. But I will do that at some point, or maybe I'll just layer the entire thing over one track. That's, you know, works out more often than you might think. So let's read more about this Elon Musk track. What the hell? Wait, are you saying the alias is can't member, or you can't member his alias? I'm gonna guess the alias actually is can't member, because that sounds like something Elon Musk would do. Yeah, dude, nice. I'm glad you're enjoying this. And that's another thing. If you got, yeah, like a push, you can put all these on like your sampler or your simpler or whatever, and then you got a drum pad, baby. You got a drum pad, and you can adjust all your shit right there, dude. Now that I'm talking about it, I really wish I had a push, because that sounds really fun. But yeah, so now, look at how far we've come. As that one band said, let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come. Who the fuck? Yeah, you know, that band. So this is where we started. Cymbal. Jug. Clap. Other cymbal. Hi-hat. Thing. Space. That's a, I'm trying to name all these sounds. A clav. A shaker. Another cymbal, because I have the loop brace on. But you get the idea. Then a little pitch bending yielded us this. I think. I think that's what it yielded us. Oh no, I'm still up on this. Never mind, I didn't solo that. So it gave us some like real fast clickies. Oh yeah, sweet. I just noticed you asked for a summary and I am doing it. Like that band told me to so long ago, to see how far we've come. Yeah, I guess I'll start over for you, Mike. Cymbals, I literally just went in my user library, searched perks, grabbed the first ones. And then I went down here, just grabbed some other random ones. I guess I could have used these. I don't know. I have way too many samples, as I've stated before in my streams. But it's working out, because I can grab random ones and make them my own. So yep, I put them all on the timeline, consolidated the clip, grabbed that clip, threw it into a simpler, and then put it into slice mode, and you can adjust your sensitivity to get rid of stupid transients you don't want. Like, it grabbed something over here, you know. Adjust the sensitivity so I have it at like 89. Put it in trigger mode, and then you just record yourself fucking with this pitch envelope, messing with this pitch envelope. Yeah. And then you resample it to here, an audio track, and you got these sounds now. And it gives you like that real fast whippy click, and that's from like the pitch envelope being super, super short. And I recorded that for like a long time. But I used some restraint, I will tell you. Because like I said, you can do this for a very long time. Yep, and then you got those nice pitchy sounds. Emoji Records, Elon Musk, Don't Doubt Your Vibe, SoundCloud. Oh, is that like... I'm gonna type all that in to a SoundCloud search after this stream. Thank you, Mike. Hashimi? Hashami? Pastrami? Nice. Yeah. So you got all these pitched little bit sounds. Do the exact same thing, man. Rinse and repeat. Boom. Got all my little clicky guys here. Transients, and I did the sensitivity down to 75 because it was a little worse that time. Now, resample that, but throw in the warp modes. Once you got the cool stuff, like pitch modulation and stuff, the warp modes will really accentuate that, especially textures mode. And then you get this. Oh yeah, and I'll say for this first session, I just did in order all the samples going up, and then for the next one I was like, why not make a rhythm out of it? So that's why it's like or something. you know? Yeah, so you make a little rhythm. And you're getting different samples on every rhythm or every beat, and they sound a little bit different. And then when you start warping them and stretching them and granulating them, it's still on beat because you're in simpler. And simpler will stretch everything, from the way I understand it from using it. It only warps between the warp markers, just like you had a warp marker in an audio track on everything, and you just like did this a whole freaking bunch of times. But it can do it like infinitely or something. It's super sick. Big fan. Big fan of the simpler. Big fan. But yeah, so that's the little recap of what we've done so far on the Daily Shred, brought to you by Slam Academy. My name is Benjels. We do this every Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock Central Time. Hit up slamacademy.com for more information. We got classes starting up in January. Ableton Live, sound design. Music theory online. We got a lot of classes. You should hit up slamacademy.com for more information. Hopefully you guys jumped on that Black Friday deal. Shit was a steal. Wish I had that back in my day, but you know, I'm here, so it worked out anyway. Yeah, back to this. Back to you, Ken, with more granular synthesis. Oh, let's see what else we got in here, yo. Thank you, Michael Johnson. Thank you. Everybody be sure to check out Michaelton on Tuesdays. He's got the cheat codes for life, because music is life, and he's got cheat codes for music. See what I did there? It's a little plug. We got lots of goodies in here, gang. Lots and lots of goodies. And like I said, I was being conservative with my jammings. Let's give it a listen. Let's get a little crazy, huh? How about? We haven't done this yet. Nice. Yep. Delays, baby. Yeah, so you got this long thing here. I mean, it's full of cool sounds, and it's always changing. Not maybe evolving, but it's always different. Getting different stuff out of it. And then you can just start dumping effects on it, like I did. Just grab a delay here, and you can start automating like your sync rate, or your delay rates, your sync rates, your delay stereo sync link, I suppose is the word for that. Link, because it's a chain link. You can start just messing around with that. Get some really interesting results here. So let's take this out of sync mode. Maybe I'll put it all the way wet. Ooh, best way to create rolls with this bad boy? Push 2. I guess I wouldn't know exactly on the push 2. I'm not super familiar with it. I've used it a handful of times. But a good way to make rolls with just any old thing is when you got your thing in simpler here. Let's just, I guess we'll use this same beat. You can throw what's called a beat repeat on here. And a beat repeat, it repeats beats based on what you set it to. So right now, we will have a beat repeat every bar at, looks like, the downbeat, unless you change the offset knob here. So like right now we're at a bar, so we have the first beat, second beat, third beat, and fourth beat. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 3, I believe. And then you can change the gate, which is how long it repeats for, or how many repeats, and then the grid, which is the repeated note, like how long the note is that is repeating. So right now it's like a 24th note, I guess. Let's just do a 16th here, and we'll have it repeat for an entire beat, I guess. Let's listen to this. See if I'm right. Yeah, there you go. That's actually super sick, and I'm really glad that you brought that up because I'm really digging that. Yeah. So beat repeat. There's got to be a way on a push, because there is on like other pads. Like I have a MIDI controller here, and I believe if I hold down note repeat, it should work. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have this set up right for my drum pads. Isolate it. What do you mean isolate? Isolate just the repeated note? So I think what you're asking is you can isolate, make it only happen at a certain point of your clip. I think that's what you're asking, or yeah, and if that is the case, then that's what you use the interval for. So interval is at 1 bar, but it can go up to 4 bars. So then you have all of this, and your grid is, like I said, the length of the note that it's repeating. So you could have, let's try this, 2 bars, and it's gonna come in, so let's see here. Looks like 4 would be the downbeat of the second bar. And your offset here is showing you where the note's gonna start repeating. So, yeah, so we have 2 bars here. Oh, and then you have the chance here, so there's probability. If you have it at 100%, you're always gonna get a repeat at that point of your beat repeat. I'm pointing as if you can see me. If you have your chance set to 100%, this will always happen. That's why I had it at 1 bar, so you could just see. So a chance at 100%. That's not a good place for the sound. Let's just do it here. Oh, I have it on 6. That's why you can't hear it. You hear how it's doing it every bar at that beat. Now if we offset that, see? And now this will be the 4th beat of the measure, I believe. Yeah, so now that's on the 4th beat. And that goes for, like, you can put the interval all the way down to like a 30-second note itself. And then you can have the offset of, I don't think you can actually go super tiny, because that would honestly be ridiculous if you ask me. But here, how about we'll have it at a quarter note. We'll have it at a quarter note. We'll have our grid at 30 seconds. Now it's every quarter note, it's repeating 30-second notes. Licks, Sten, Liz, Sten? I'm not sure how to say your name, but thank you for tuning in on YouTube. What up, YouTube? I've never said that and then been on YouTube like all those people do all the time. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. That's me right now. I'm your boy, YouTube. And I'm showing beat repeat. Hey, good to hear you're doing good, man. So yeah, that's the interval. So like it'll repeat every quarter note. You'll get 30-second notes for as long as you have this gate on. And you can have the gate on for 3 bars. But it'll re-trigger every quarter note. So that's how you do that. Yeah, yeah. So now, like, we'll put it back to a bar just to show this chance thing. We'll put the chance to like 50%. So it might not happen, but it might happen. And we'll put it, yeah, just at the beginning, right where it was. See, it happened there. Happened there. Didn't happen there. What up, Paul Kelly? How's it hanging? We're making cool glitchy poppy sounds up in here. Yo. Some of my favorite things. Glitch and pop. I also glitch and pop. Oh. But yeah, man. So if you're trying to make rolls and stuff, beat repeat is your dude. I know, like, I really wish I had my MIDI keyboard set up like that, because there is a note repeat. Oh, does it work? Or do I have to be playing? Oh yeah. I just gotta be playing, because I got it clock synced. So here, like, I have a note repeat on my, I just have an MPK 25 key MIDI keyboard here. And I hit note repeat. And then I can change my resolution here. Yeah, so you're looking for a thing called note repeat, which the push has to have. It's pretty, I'd say it's pretty common on controllers, at least ones with drum pads. But yeah, dude, thanks for asking. Honestly, like, I really love digging in and explaining stuff, and I'm glad I can help you out with that, because I know you're gonna make some sick stuff. Super sick stuff. So yeah, we got this here. We already resampled it, and then we got this here. If we listen to it. And this wouldn't be the Daily Shred with Banjos if we didn't throw a grain delay on this brush. Grain delay. Oh, did I really spell it wrong at the last letter? Grain dealy? That's, I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking for. We're getting some weird phasing now going on with these two delays. Before I go any further here, I want to go zone in on this one sound because I'm really digging it. That one. Yeah, dude. What is that? What is that? What am I, G Jones now? Bleak. I'm about to be. Man, I gotta stop laughing at my own jokes. But where's the fun in that? Yeah. Oh, dude, that's a sick emoji. What is that? It's like a, I recognize it. I know I recognize that, but I can't pinpoint where it's from right now. I like this. That's a cool knock. Knock, knock. It's me. Man, I try to make my window bigger, but it doesn't make the emojis bigger. I wish I just had giant emotes looking at my face right now. Anyway. Hey, look, it's me. I'm just like you. I go laughing again, man. Boom, boom, pop. That's cool. That's cool. just turn my resolution up. Control 1. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna Control E, cut this bleepy boy, get him with his brothers. See what I did there? They belong together. They're family. The bleepy boys. Or they're a gang. I don't know. Russian mob? Italian mafia. The bleepy boys. Yeah, with the bleepy boys. Alright. Ooh, I heard a weird squelch. Ooh, there it is. Where's that? Let's see if we can make that a big squelch. Well, we turn it up. Cut out this click. 'Cause I don't want it. Oh, is that whole thing the click? Add the click. Yeah, there might be too much like staticky noise stuff in there. Kind of cool, but maybe not worth the effort to make it huge, because I don't know if it's possible. Alright, here's this. Ooh! Wow! Wow! Ah! And see what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing all this, audio warping, modulating and stuff. And, like, I'm stretching these samples just like I would in an audio clip. But they're all sticking in time. Like, I'm going, like, between warp modes, I'm going granular, I'm stretching, I'm shrinking, I'm going to repitch mode, pitching up and down, stretching and shrinking. But, if you'll notice, every hit is still exactly where it was in the MIDI clip, because we're in simpler. And simpler just keeps things simple, man. It just works. And it's great. And I love it so much. So here's this. Ooh, yeah, I really like that. Maybe give it a better fade. That's a cool sound. And this, my friends, is how you make your own sounds. Well, more or less. There's many other ways. But this is how to take someone else's sound and really make it your own. And it's more or less easy. There's that duck. Yeah, I knew I heard some ducks. What the duck? I made a duck today. I'd say that's a win. You don't get that every day on the Daily Shred. Wonder how many people can say they made a duck today. Wonder how many people can say they witnessed a guy make a duck today. Looking at you, world. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. So it's looking like whatever sample that was is leaving me with a lot of cool results at the end of these bars. That's so cool. I can make a sample rack of just duck sounds. Yeah, here's a duck. Here's a duck. Wait, here's a duck. But yeah, so you're hearing all of these samples like thrown together in this rhythm, and it's all fast. But once you dig through and you take out these really nice sounds or whatever, you can sprinkle them, spread them out, sprinkle them, use them for fills, breaks, just to add some texture up in the reverb's atmosphere behind your tracks. That's just like one use for these things. Because like, yeah, I could add a drum beat behind this and it might be appealing to some people, but generally I would say it isn't. Just to, you know, entertain my own brain here, I guess I'll just leave it here and let's just play this and see what happens when I put a drum beat on it. I'm gonna mute that, and that's all I need to mute, right? yeah, I mean, it's got rhythm, that's for sure. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying as like a point of usefulness for these. It's a really cool way to just quickly get a bunch of cool stuff. And like you can even do this, I'd say the workflow is fast enough that you can do it while you're making a track and it wouldn't even maybe disturb your creative process too much. Or you just do this for a day, go a little insane, have a good time, and then save it all to your user library, and then you can come in here and dig around for them later. You can cut all the samples out themselves, or what I do, as if you've watched this before, you know, I have my own long samples for fishing. Because when you get a long sample like this and you just want some cool sounds, you're basically fishing in a fish tank, man. You just drop it in and you're gonna pull something out. So I got these fish tanks here, throw them in my fish tank folder, and then I got these long samples for fishing. Yeah, there's just some cool shit in here. Anyway, enough about me. Yep, so that's it, guys. That's the one super cool workflow trick I wanted to walk through with you today. I'd say it yielded some decent results here. I made a duck. That's really cool. And yeah, I hope you guys can take this information with you. I guess in case anybody joined rather late, I'll just do a really quick recap and then bid y'all as adieus. Adieus. So we started with random samples here. Got some drums, random percussion stuff. Consolidate the file after you drag them out of your user library onto the timeline. Whoa, I clicked that. Okay, cool. Consolidate your file. Then you drop your audio track into a simpler. And it'll look like this. And then you put it in slice mode. You can adjust your sensitivity to get rid of or add transients depending on what you're going for. Then you resample that while you're playing with your pitch envelopes here, which are into the controls tab of your simpler. You got your amount, attack, decay, sustain, release, yada, yada, yada. Oh, I didn't even mess with, there's a spread knob on here, which is super cool. Gives your sample some stereo width. Random panning, which is like random panning, exactly what it sounds like. Auto pan, basically in sample and hold mode. It just kind of jumps them all over the place. So you get some hits over here, hits over here, hits over here. It's really fun. Really, really fun. Another cool thing to map to a MIDI controller. Then you resample that and you get all these cool pitchy sounds, or like more pitchy, I guess. Take a nice section out of that, throw it in another sampler, do the exact same thing, and then resample that again, but this time turn on your warp modes. Here you go. You got warp modes right here. You can double the time here, which is shrinking the audio files, or you can double, or did I say double the time? And then halve the time? Did I say that backwards? Whatever. The one on the left makes them shorter. The one on the right makes them longer, giving you more textures in textures mode, pitching them down further in repitch mode, or giving them that weird complex mode, granular thing, whatever that is. Still cool. Not really sure what it is, but it's tight. Anyway, resample all that, and then here's your final product. Stuff like this. And then you pull the really cool ones out, like a duck. I'd say this is your final product right here, gang. Yep. Cool. So yeah, quick recap. That's a really cool way to make some nice percussive-y, glitchy sounds, lots of textures, cool stuff to layer your tracks with and give it some interesting stuff. There's a word I'm looking for. It's not really coming to me right now, but yeah, it gives you some, not variety, whatever. I'll think of it. I might let you know next week if I did. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in to the Daily Shred brought to you by Slam Academy. My name is Banjels, and I do this every Thursday, unless it's Thanksgiving. I didn't do it last week because it was Thanksgiving. Anyway, yep, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, shouts out to Alyssa. It's her birthday today. It's also my dad's birthday and my sister's birthday. We all sang earlier. You guys missed it. He came late. Nah, we didn't sing. Somebody might have, but it wasn't me. Anyway, yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Cheers, as he said in the chat. Thank you, sir. And I will catch y'all's next week. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love y'all. Stay safe.